Cut it for me, DJ. Cut it for me. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. You look great. Give it up for the birthday girl one more time. Now, who you with tonight?
Everybody. So everybody is my first cousin, my sister, my daughter, my first cousin, my uncle, my first cousins, my brother, my sister-in-law, my cousin, and celebrity is my cousin.
There we go. So y'all out party tonight. Give it up for the birthday girl one more time. Raise your glass to the birthday girl tonight. Raise your glass. One time. This is where you get your photo. Get your photo. Get your phone out for the birthday girl. Take the picture right there. Hey, to you, we offer this drink and moment of good cheer. Another day, another year. You haven't aged a bit, and all these niggas is looking at them titties. God damn it, clap. Tonight, they are looking at them things. I'ma just tell you that. Fuck the show. The titties need to be on the stage. I was trying to figure out who you was with. You talking about cousins. We want to know who's in charge of the titties. It was a Mexican came through. He speaking. Hey, titties on stage, I see. Hey, titties on stage, I see. They titties on stage. Yeah, he got them going down. I don't know if it was by birth or plane ticket, wherever they came from. God damn it, they did a good job. Everybody else's titties is equally important. I don't want nobody else to feel like their titties ain't doing it. You know, I'm not finna go around the room and do titty chick in here. You know, we got enough creepy shit going on out here. But who's this lovely young lady sitting next to you? All right, sister. Who's this young lady? Get the fuck out of here. God damn it, give it up for a beautiful family up here. All these women, you know, doing well out here, balling on the goddamn stage. You can ball like that too. Make your reservations available. We have stage tickets up here. You can party on stage. Shout out to everybody that's in here, man. It's been an interesting week, this goddamn week. It's been a lot going on. Trial of the century is finally, I think, over. I ain't talking about Puffy, I'm talking about Turkey Leg Hut. Yeah. You want to see sex, murder, fire, destruction, goddamn it. You got it. And that's my partner. Shout out to Lynn. Love Lynn to death, man. Went to college together and shit. I said, this nigga's gonna do something great one day. He has. He's done a lot of great shit. Blowing up that patio wasn't the best thing that he did. Definitely wasn't one of the things. You know, it's like that scene in Dead President. You gonna blow the whole motherfucker up, nigga? The whole patio? God damn it. And you know, it wasn't no crimes, I hate to see him go through it because he spent a lot of money on niggas, man. He spent a lot of money in the neighborhood, man. He supported people, man. He was there, in times when he needed somebody, niggas was not there for him. Because I definitely didn't show up to court. He spent a lot of money with me. I used to go to court when I think they can beat the case. I tried to, send a message to the family. I said, yeah, he ain't going to beat this one, though. Talking about feds got an 80% conviction rate. He convicted himself. Every post he posted was lighting the fire on goddamn Instagram. Every other day he pouring gas on something. When I seen a nigga pouring lighter fluid on oysters, I said, he got to be stopped. He got to be stopped. This nigga burning the broccoli, the spinach, everything going to oysters. He's supposed to be Oysters Rockefeller. He turned these hoes into Oysters Holland's barbecue. That nigga firing that shit up. That nigga lighting the fire with the same wood he blew the patio up with. I said, that's how they found the nigga. They can smell the fire from 4 miles away. They way all the way at Ben Todd talking about, there's some niggas burning the patio up there with some cedar chip. That's, old man like that, he smelled the wood. Oh, that's pecan wood. Them niggas from the small town, they just got back patio. He talking about Glenn done started that pit up today. Yeah, he got that old cinnamon pecan wood. I see them. He does, he like to throw the cinnamon on the fire, get it going. I'm gonna go on over there and see old Glenn today. Yeah, man, yeah, I gotta shout out to the old cats in here, man. Y'all the history. Without you, wouldn't be none of this, Ain't no telling how many families you put through school and help move into college. It's niggas like that make it happen. They real daddy don't be there. Be him show up with the pickup truck. I need you to drive my daughter to PV tomorrow. You know, she start. Now you know I gotta go up there and be at the church and drop that stuff off at 10. Now I can move a whole 2-bedroom apartment and put it on the back of the truck. If I start now, all I need is a dolly. I don't need no niggas. See, niggas don't know how to work. They do too much stuff and they steal. I just need my dolly. I need to have my tires up on my dolly. I'm gonna roll that shit right on out of there. Nigga be rolling the whole refrigerator up. You know, good daddy ass nigga. You know, you don't need that little bitty ass dorm refrigerator. Get that bullshit out of here. You need this big, this good Kenmore. Me and your mama spend good money on that. Take that deep freeze in there. You know, kids got a deep freeze in a dorm room. They never going hungry, but shit, it take 3 days to thaw the meat out, bitch. You're gonna starve waiting on the shit to thaw out. Shit. That nigga Lynn wanted to hide from the feds. He should have hid in that goddamn deep freezer. Fuck. Shit. Nigga up here just all on the patio, just sprinkling shit, just throwing shit. Yeah, I knew that nigga was Lynn when he lit the fire and didn't run. That nigga just waited. He said, wait a minute, throw that motherfucker. That nigga took a charcoal briquette and just laid it on top. Yeah, that's gonna get him. They'll see it. I said, yeah, I was like, the feds had a field day. Just go on Instagram, Your Honor. We don't need to do any prosecution. Just scroll on the turkey leg cut page. These niggas is taking marketing too far. I was like, you thought it was New Jack City. You was CMB. These niggas selling weed, wings. I knew they was out of control when they just didn't ask or tell you, did you want Hennessy barbecue sauce put on your goddamn plate? Now my daughter, 9 years old, drunk in the bitch at brunch. She done ate 9 wings. And she out of there. Daddy, my head hurt. I feel light. I want to go to sleep. I said, yeah, that's Hennessy. That's what it do to you. And, you know, I went to the Texas Southern University. Oh, that's fine. And your school? Yeah, give it up for Prairie View. It's a prayer, but it ain't a lot of views, nigga. Y'all niggas stand up on y'all top of y'all goddamn building and look out at just the ROTC building. You niggas looking at the viaduct. But no, I love it, man. You know, Prairie View is a prestigious place. You know, I got so much respect for Prairie View, man. The Panthers, you know, as the saying goes at Prairie View, Prairie View produces pregnant pussy. Yeah, we'll have none of that tonight. Yeah, got them. They walked right in there. She was saying productive people. Yeah, it was too many P's. Yeah, it was some old Q dogs that said that step. And one night I was down there in the phases. You know, I'm a Kappa, as a freshman, I'm down there kicking it with my dogs, Corey and Al. They from the Mo, so they plays Q, so they out. And they like PV, PV produced that pregnant pussy. I was like, oh, these niggas, get these kids out of here. They don't need to be saying this up here. They have ruined these people. Now I can't say nothing else. Anytime somebody say PV, it produced pregnant pussy. I can't. I don't even remember what it used to be. That's just what I say every time. You know, that was the first time, I seen a young man break down, was at PV in them phases. When you go up there, it's like, fuck a different world. You just out there. Ain't nothing around. You just gotta figure it out. Ain't no counseling, no therapy. The city shut down. Anytime you got a black college next to a sundown town, you gotta have some conflict you gonna have to resolve. You can't just go venturing off into Hempstead and other parts of it. So I seen this young brother, I guess he underestimated what his relationship status really was. He went to go pop up at his girlfriend's house, and her roommates opened the door and told him politely that it's already somebody in there. So we on the stoop, you know what I'm saying, watching him go to he knocked on the door, and the door opened up. He's like, yeah, I'm here to see Tanya. Girl said, oh, it's already somebody in there. He said, no, that's my girlfriend. Yeah, I know, but it's already somebody in there. That nigga look, anytime a dude take 2 steps back, and he looked over there at us, nigga, we was like, yeah. Niggas be drunk. They was drink. That's when we was drinking Thunderbird and Mad Dog. One of them young niggas. Yeah, it's already somebody beat that ass out, young nigga. Hey, he was stunned. We just walked to the edge of the stoop, and then he looked. We on the third floor. I said, "Dog, if you jump, you ain't gonna die. You just gonna hurt yourself." He walked on down. I said, "Yeah, this ain't where I need to be." I'm so glad. I've had my own share of troubles this week. You know, as a Houstonian and comedian, I found myself in the center of goddamn controversy and shit. In a recent interview, Cat Williams going back and forth with my brother Ali Sadiq, he was on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, and I hate this because both them brothers is brilliant. I hated it. I stayed out of it. I was believing that I'm above it um, because I know Cat and we hung out, man, and I respect what he's accomplished. Uh, but when he said I was a part of a dick sucking crew, shit changed. All that positive shit went out the window. Changed the moment my 14-year-old daughter was like, "Dad, what you gonna do about this nigga?" I was like, "But baby, I gotta be the big baby." She's like, "Dad, respectfully, fuck that, get his ass." I was like, "Okay, well, that's where we at in the game." And I, reminisce, man. Like I didn't want to do this. Like I party with Cat, man. I supported him. 2017 when Kevin Hart put out them ride along movies, then got booked in Jumanji, and he was frustrated and upset, wasn't getting booked and shit. The little boy whooped his ass. It was a tough time for the nigga. It's time 14-year-old drag your ass and choke you the fuck out. He came off that, and Beanie Siegel niggas whooped him after he was, you know, acting up, which I would later understand was meth, because I didn't know that's how he partied. I was down with the coke. I didn't know the meth was gonna get that nigga went Breaking Bad. I, he went Walter White. He went somewhere else. I didn't even know what it was. I'm coming out of the comedy club. I was at the Laugh Factory, and here he was in his Phantom, as he always says. And I knew it was his Phantom because when I walked up to the car, he had a check engine light on. I was like, "Yeah, this." I said, "You must be driving this every day, every day. I don't think you need to drive this every day, dog." He was like, "What's up, Billy Sorrells? You did a great job tonight. Who are them young ladies there?" I had three girls, from my homegirls from school, from Texas, was down there. And he was like, "Are they partying with you?" I said, "Yeah, they are." He said, "Excuse me, I'm Cat Williams. This is my Phantom. And whenever you see it, remember there's always a seat in it for you." Texas women, Houston women, they differ. They looked at him, he was like, "Why he talking all weird like that?" I was like, "Yeah, that's Cat Williams." She was like, "For real? What happened to him?" I was like, "Look, baby, come on now." She was like, "Well, all right." The other girl's like, "He got money." So Kat was like, where y'all going? I said, "We going to the room for the party." He was like, "I'll be over there." I said, "Yeah, come through later on." I get to the room. 5 minutes later, knock at the door. "Who is it?" "Cat Williams." "Bernard has arrived." I said, "Who the fuck is Bernard?" I should have known when he said that it was going to be some shit. But nope, I let him in. And I knew some shit was wrong because I was like, "You rush right over here. You ain't bathed or nothing. You just ain't got the nerve to change your wardrobe. You drove and ran lights getting over here with this velour robe with your name on it, like we didn't know who you were." He said, "Where is the party? Where is the dope?" I said, "Nigga, goddamn, wait a minute. You ain't heard about discretion?" So I'm lining up the cocaine and shit. The girls there, we party. This Hollywood shit. So, and I could see the nigga eyes getting bigger as the dope hit the glass. The nigga eyes were like, "Oh yeah, it's a party now. Bernard's gonna like this a lot." Who the fuck is Bernard? So immediately I get the line set up. Hoover nose over here just starts snorting. He done snorted 2 lines. I said, "Hey, bro, wait a minute. We gotta divide this. Nigga, what's up, Tony Montana? You gonna do all of it right now." The girls looking, I'm looking. So I put the rest of it out there. In a bag, I had some Molly in my pocket. Don't ask me why I had it, but I had it. He asked me, "What's that right there?" I said, "Molly." He said, "Put it on the glass, nigga." I said, "That? No, you out of control. You don't want to digest that or nothing. Now put it on the glass. Half cocaine, half methamphetamine. That's Gwen Stefani. It's a party. Bananas. It's bananas. Bananas. I said, "What is this nigga talking about?" At this point, I can see he done hit 2 sniffs of that, and I seen him say, "Whoo!" I said, "What? I said, if it make you do that, nigga, I don't want it. He said, oh, it's nothing to worry about. It feels like ants marching up your nose. I said, I don't know how depressed you got to be to let fire ants take control of the inside of your nose, but I don't want no part of it. I said, that's you can have that, dog. It's okay. Now this nigga standing on the table. You know, some people they get high and shit, they do different stuff. This dude, he up there quoting presidential elections speeches. 4 score and 7 years ago, we declared that all men are created equal, and these bitches aren't equal because that ass is fat. I said, get your weird ass off this table, nigga. You know, I can tell, you know, once you see the shit going, he's not the person to have on the two man. You know, I knew he was a great comedian. I didn't know he was a magician because he made two bitches disappear immediately right there. We went from 5 to 3. I said, there he goes. He's ruining the party. He said, we don't need them anyway, and started staring. The other 3 girls that's left is 2, you know, fine kind of chicks and 1 chubby chick. You know, I know she the driver, you know, designated. You know who the person is that's there to break up the fights, you know, carry body ID, put everything, the big shoulder chick that's like, put everything in my purse, I care, you know. He, without any type of hesitation, is kissing this lady in the mouth. I said, yeah, this nigga out of control. He must be stopped. And when you see people crash out like that, you start thinking about all the things that led up to that moment. You start remembering shit. Like, he was on Joe Rogan and he yelled out on Shannon Sharp he could run a 4.3 in a 40. And I believed it because that nigga ran a 4.2 to get to the goddamn dope on that goddamn table. That nigga said, I can race you over there, Billy. I was like, nigga, ain't no chance for that. You trying to race people, And that's when I realized, who gonna be the crackhead running the race? Nobody. You're not finna be no crackhead. We forgot that he smoked all his teeth away. Yeah. What's the side effect of doing meth when he was on no teeth? So no teeth, making up history. Nigga said he read 3,000 books. Yeah, that's beyond crack, nigga. That's methamphetamine, nigga. That's 3 books a day for 300 days straight. You got to skip some baths in there and some eating. Nigga. Ain't no way you did that. It's no way possible, but he believed it. And with that, we just gonna pray for the brother, man. I hope he gets through this shit. He swears he ain't never had no scandals, but when you don't fuck bad bitches, that's what happens. He, it is, man. You just think about Puffy and shit. Puffy could have avoided all this. It was a BBW somewhere that was. He could have did all this for me for no problem. They would have accepted it. You out here trying to chase these cute girls. It was a girl that would have helped you build your goddamn empire. It's a girl right now in Fifth Ward that would have fuck flying her around. She'd have drove the van up there with the t-shirts in it. Fuck it. She'd have carried the dope for you. Took the charge, held the gun, flew her own niggas in the fuck. She wasn't gonna let you. Because when you get an ugly girl or a girl that's on a different spectrum, they'll tell you you don't gotta spend all that money. Save that. I had never experienced. You don't need to spend all that money. I was gonna use the pussy anyway. I did. I started fucking with this girl that was working at Telecheck, man, and I was getting a little money. I took her right over there to Papa Do's, and I pulled the menu out. She was like, "You ready to eat?" She was like, "Oh, you could save that money. I was gonna give you this pussy anyway. We can go." I said, "God damn." She said, "I ate before I came over here." She's like, "What type of woman would I be with me feeding myself on your dime? Like, what if you decided you want to pay for what I wanted? I ate already." I was like, "This motherfucker is ready to go." And so I know he dodging them problems. And nothing against ugly women. I just feel like without y'all, this industry that we in, this city that we in, was built on y'all shoulders and on y'all back. See, I ain't made that nigga laugh that hard all day. Ma'am, I'm not judging your husband. I'm just letting you know he done fucked some ugly bitches in his life. That's why he married you, because you the best thing ever happened to him. That's why he lay in the bed and look at you like that. He like, girl, you saved me from the streets. No, you saved him from the ugly hoes he was fucking with. Because he was headed down a pathway of destruction. That's the brother become the deacon of the church and shit. Hey, without that woman right there, praise God, amen, sister. She changed my life. Yeah, I know. I know. You was fucking all them bitches that look like Ronnie Lott. Yeah, they ain't all gotta be fat. Yeah, I seen some ugly girl, chick look like Ernest Givens, like she was number 84 for the oil. It's like, oh man, you gotta leave them cues alone, man. They'll fuck you and wipe their dick off on the curtain, man. Them niggas disgusting. Hey, don't worry about it. I don't need no towel. Give me them drapes. Niggas nasty, man. You know, niggas don't use no utensils or nothing. Nigga, them nigga cook whole hamburger. Just give me the beef. Put it back. I'll put it on. Nigga, throwing it on there. Raw hand, no glove, nothing. Always got a solution to some shit. He'll step at any moment too. He don't give a fuck. Them niggas will step. They'll step at any time. I seen them cues. Niggas said out of hop. Them niggas was hopping at a funeral one time. Yeah, my man lost his grandma, man. My granny is dead. My granny is dead. She with the Lord. She with the Lord. My granny is dead. I say so cute, top five, motherfucker. These hoes gon' know in heaven and went to the floor. My granny ain't in hell. She don't suffer no more. Hey, all right. Niggas is marching for nothing. You gotta watch the military niggas too, man. You know, they got chapters everywhere and shit. The Q's in the military, it's the Marine Corps. Them niggas be on the base. Niggas out there during the war and shit. He got a bomb. Yeah, he got a bomb. Yeah, we gonna wreck this bomb for Q. All right. I was like, where you pledge at, man? Oh, yeah. Definitely some ugly bitches down there. GPA too high. Terrible looking women. Terrible. Yeah, but look, man, look, I'm gonna bring your next comedian up to the stage, man. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. Y'all ready to have a good time? Make some noise. Coming to the stage right now, and this is your home right here, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday nights for comedy. Coming to the stage, man. My brother's been traveling all across the country, doing his thing. You can catch him at the platform. He's a part of Dirty, Sexy, Funny. Give it up for Ray, etc.
Look, I knew somebody had one, goddamn. Nigga fuck around and leave his whole purse at the house. I got my goddamn fan though every time. Sipping on. Cut that shit out. Fire barrel rolling. I was doing that shit in the club the other day. This lady gonna tell me, ooh, they got the Africans doing it too. I was like, bitch. Ain't no motherfucking African bitch. I done had people do that shit a couple times. This lady's like, you a cute little African. Hold on, bitch. God damn it, these little dreads and went out of control. God damn it. Happy birthday, Shalonda. That was your name, Shalonda? How you doing, beautiful? Happy birthday, man. You're very beautiful. You're hard looking like SWV up here, goddamn. Oh, SWV had no ugly ones. They had an ugly one? No, they didn't. They had one with a strong ass jawline, but she wasn't ugly though. That bitch made it look like she can fight, but she wasn't ugly now. That nigga, when you was born, you said that shit like a 90s baby. That's they don't give a fuck about our past legends, goddamn it. They don't give a damn about Laura on Family Matters, nigga. That was who a nigga used to chase back in the days. That's crazy as hell, though. If I knew this was your party, I damn sure would have moved more than these goddamn coochie cutters. So, my bad. I was supposed to have a meeting. Billy was like, nigga, you want to go on stage? Sure, if it's niggas in there. What's going on? Pimp C, you all right over there, big dog? I'm fucking with that shirt, nigga. What you doing tomorrow, nigga? Wear that motherfucker. But nah, man, I'm in here, man. I'm fresh out for Florida, man. My daughter just won national. Well, she ain't win that. She came in second place, man, in national. Some dope shit. Yeah, man. Nigga be bad when them kids be sorry right there. But I don't give a fuck what you say. It's one thing to support your kids when they good. It's hard as fuck when they sorry. But you got to sit at the track meet for 12 hours for this nigga to come and laugh? Nigga that ran out of nowhere. You better beat that little fat motherfucker. You got a nigga, you better beat somebody. I done sat at this bitch for 12 hours. Ooh, that should be hard as hell. Hey, that shit do be hard, man. When my kids are doing great, man, that's a good, proud feeling. Goddamn, nigga be sticking his chest out at the track, man. How you doing, fam? Yeah, that's my daughter right there, fam. Niggas, them kids be losing. They walk around that bitch head down. Yeah, man, I'm finna go to the concession stand and get this motherfucker another ice cream, because that's what it's probably why you didn't last. The crazy part out there, they show love to cute kids, man. This how you find out if your kid ugly or not, man. If people run to your kid's aid when your kid hurt itself, your kid is cute. If don't nobody come fuck with your kid when your kid hurt it, say your kid ugly as hell. You hear shit like, get your ass up. Man, I'm a football coach. This little boy got the shit knocked out of him on the field. Before the people could even see what the little boy looked like, nigga, the mamas was out there. They hitting too goddamn hard and all this shit. That little boy took his helmet off. He was funny looking. Well, he got to get his little soft ass up there. And they changed their whole perspective on that shit kills me. Shout out to all the parents that still make their kids clean up. Y'all still make y'all kids clean up? Yeah, that's what I tell people, man. When they bring kids to the field, I say, man, just make sure your kid, he ain't got to do exercise. Just make sure he clean up. Bitch, I got my first bicep from sweeping. Back in the day, y'all remember shit, niggas don't sweep no more. Bitch, I had to sweep a goddamn 4-bedroom and 2 baths, goddamn, for 2 years. By my goddamn self. I can see a sweeper from a mile away. Nigga walk over with them on, yeah, bring him on over here. He look like a sweeper. I told somebody the other day, nigga, my sister did 7 years. Nigga, by her goddamn self, 7-year bid. All sweeping. No vacuum. I came in on the vacuum. I came right in at the cusp of the vacuum area. Had one side bicep, goddamn it. Lord have mercy. Shout out to my lovely wife, man. I've been married for 6 years, man. Y'all give it up for marriage in this motherfucker. Yes, man. My wife used to be gay. Believe it or not. Some funny shit. Every time I see a stud, I be like, yeah, bitch, I took one from y'all. Took one back. I took one back. But funny part is, man, I used to ask my wife all the time, what were you when you were gay? Were you a stud or were you a girly girl? She never wanted to tell me. She was like, man, that shit in my past. Don't even worry about it. Just keep going in life. I said, I'm going to find out one day. Because one day we got drunk. We was kissing and shit. Nobody had established dominance yet. That motherfucker pushed me back and grabbed my legs. I said, you was a stud, wasn't you? He puts up at me, goddamn it. I don't mind studs, goddamn it. Just if I got to wear my dick all day, you got to wear your dick all day. But I got a girl cousin, man. She like to go out with me all the time. And what pisses me off is if I get into some shit, I got into some shit one night. I got into some dudes in the club. And as soon as she see me getting to it with the dude, she turned back into a girl. She was like, nah, I don't really be doing all that fighting and shit. I was like, what the fuck? A goddamn lie. Man, them niggas are so goddamn deep. I turned gay. I was like, well, why would y'all even want to fight us? It's not even that fucking serious. I don't even heard a nigga in the back say, I ain't fighting no gay nigga. I said, bitch, we got him on the ropes, bitch. We got him on the ropes. I'm 40 years old, man. I'm happy as fuck to be 40, goddamn it. Niggas be like, Ray, you still look young. I gotta cherish that shit, because people say a nigga look young. I don't feel it, though, guys. As soon as I don't feel like fucking at the house, I walk in and start walking like this here. Look at me, baby. I ain't for that shit tonight. You don't even... Nigga, I was young. I used to eat pussy for 2 hours. When I was younger, shit, as soon as I turned 40, nigga, I was down there for 10 minutes yesterday. My wife said, why you get up so fast? I said, I'm 40 now. I ain't got to do that shit for 2 hours no more. God damn it, you ain't got to breathe down there no more. Fuck yeah. In school say, shit, I want to stay down there as long as she keep cooking these greens. Shit. Long as the greens, long as the crock pot on, as long as I'm going to stay down. That's funny as shit to me. I'm gonna say this before I get up out of here, man. I'm a dog lover, man. Any of y'all love pets? Y'all fuck with dogs? I'm a dog lover. Black people crazy with dogs, though. You know, black people put a shit too outside on the chain. They don't give a fuck. Dog little as hell out there, big ass chain on his neck. This bitch can't even get to his dog bowl. Bitch, I've been trying to get that hoe since yesterday. Man, but I got a dog, man. I got a dog, and they deem my dog one of the baddest dogs in the neighborhood. I can't walk him without a muzzle. Because my dog like to attack people. This shit pissed me off. I say, man, this dog done lost every goddamn fight. How the fuck is he deemed dangerous? I tell you that because they'll send you the video. Everybody over there got video. I'm talking my dog getting his ass whooped by cats and everything. I was like, bitch, the other animals are dangerous because this nigga here don't even deserve food. How many fights he done lost? Now, you know black people crazy with dogs. Goddamn, black people don't even be knowing the names of dogs. Boy, if you ask a white person what they dog was mixed with, black white person tell you, this is a Yorkshire mixed with a Shih Tzu. Ask a nigga that shit. What kind of dog that is? That's a goddamn shit. My brother gave him to me. Nigga, what? Nigga will breed a goddamn French bulldog with anything these days. I've seen a French pig yesterday. He don't give a fuck. These dogs be dumb as hell. My French put my I've been breeding French bulldog for some time, man. And sometimes when I can't get the insemination going, I gotta take them to the place. I have people come to the hive when I can't get the insemination going. They'll do it, they do it for you. This lady gonna tell me one day, well, since you know she couldn't get it to come out, she gonna tell me, well, since you know the dog, well, why don't you just go ahead and jack him out? Bitch, I'm not jacking the dog off, ma'am. This bitch said that shit to me. She's like, well, sir, that's your dog. I can barely jack off my goddamn self. I ain't finna jack another nigga off. Got to say these strokes for my goddamn self. But nevertheless, they got me this hoe looking like a fool PE coach at this bitch. But it's all right. Let me say this real quick. I appreciate the time that y'all give me, man. Go check out my goddamn comedy special on Tubi, man. It's a 1-hour special, man. One of my prized possessions. I'm happy to have your legacy out in this world. A nigga could die tomorrow. If I die tomorrow, bitch, I got something on a major platform that y'all can go look at. Even though it is Tubi. I know niggas don't know how to die on Tubi, but whatever. You be on that whole dead, still breathing. Man, stop digging in your nose when you're dead, my nigga. With that being said, man, I'm Ray, etc. I appreciate the time, man. I fuck with y'all sometime.
One more time, Ray, etc. One more time. Listen, man, I'm not gonna waste no more time, man. This brother coming to the stage. Y'all all came to see him tonight, man. He's your headliner for the night. Man, I met this brother a few years ago, and he's always been two things: fly and dangerous. Everybody's clapping right now. Everybody's clapping right now. He's known as the Dallas Prince of Comedy. He gonna hit you with his jokes. He gonna hit you with his style and with his grace. Coming to the stage, give it up for celebrity, the comedian.
I don't pay him no mind. I just stay cool and stay in my lane.
All right. Y'all give it up. What's up with it, man? Feel like this is a family reunion in here. I got to perform for my cousins and shit. It's only my cousins and 2 extra people, but Jesus be a wheel and a seatbelt at this moment. Shit, y'all give it up for Billy with the good hair. He cool as hell. Hey, yeah, shit. I'm up here pooting. Don't nobody know. I'm glad the fan ain't on. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? I knew somebody had them. Shit, I came up here. I felt good because I'm going to tell you, I'm living life. They ended up flying me out here. They were like, celebrity, we want to get you down here to Houston. I said, cool. I'm in Atlanta right now. I be leaving, but they were like, we're going to fly you out there. And I felt like a boss. I was like, hey, yo, fly me out. I got my email. I looked in my email. There's some shit called Spirit. Have you ever rode on this go-kart seat having ass airplane? I know go-kart seats when I sit on go-kart seats. They done painted the bus. It's an airplane, but they done painted it yellow. I know a bus when I sit on a bus. And Spirit, if we can be honest with you, these niggas ain't nothing but Greyhound in the sky. It's the same bus. They done painted it yellow. I know a bus when I sit on a bus. These niggas ratchet. They made me pay for an armrest. Have you ever paid for an armrest? That armrest was $23. I was like, hell no. But I bought the armrest so the white dude couldn't buy it and I couldn't touch it. I was like, yeah, bitch, this is mine. Don't touch it. Goddamn armrest was plus tax. It was $31. I was mad at that. If we can be honest, Spirit ain't nothing but Greyhound in the sky. It's the same goddamn bus. They try to bait you in with their prices, tell you, hey, if you fly Spirit with us, you can fly from here to Venezuela for $37. Right? You be crunk. You be telling your homegirls, oh my God, bitch, we own $37, bitch, we good. Till you get there with your carry-on is $3,700. You be like, wait a minute, David, turn your little computer around. You done typed up something wrong, sir. I'm a little boozy. I toured with Nephew Tommy Bill Bellamy and Ricky Smiley, so I'm a little bougie. So when they flew me out here, this ain't really how celebrity fly. I just wanted to throw that out there. Bitch. Shit. First of all, the pilot supposed to make you feel like he got your life in control. He, supposed to, a white pilot would be like, hello, everybody, we're going to go up to 30,000 feet. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to go through the clouds and we're going to land peacefully 20 minutes ahead of time. You'd be like, hey, yeah, Howard. Hey, yeah. This goddamn Spirit airplane had a nigga from Fifth Ward. He get on the phone talking about, fuck with me. What's up with it, everybody? I say, hell no. Hell no, Jesus. I ain't supposed to die like this. Hell no. Hell no. And then one thing I should have caught my ticket. My ticket was 22L, right? You rode Spirit. You know what I'm talking about. 22L. So when I get on the plane, I'm like, hey, excuse me, lady, my shit say 22L. I get to 22 and 22L stand for lap. I had to sit in this nigga lap. I said, hell no, Jesus. Hell no, not today. I mean, he was cute, but what I'm saying is, I ain't finna sit in your lap, ugly ass boy, for this whole trip. Ugly, what the hell? He was bullying me. I felt like he was bullying me. Nigga, I ain't about that bullshit. Nigga, I'm cute. I don't want to know you like that. He had on baccarat, so I was thinking about it, but whatever. You don't know me like that, bitch. Tell you something else. The stewardess, right? The stewardess supposed to bring you a little meal, make you feel comfortable about your flight in the sky. Sanike, that's Sonic with an E. Sanike walked up on me. Sanike walked up with an attitude. She was like, hey, how you doing? You good? I was like, am I good? No, I'm not. She tried to give me what they had to eat like it was a menu, Are you hungry? I said, yes. What you got? Shit. She said, today we have peanuts and we have pretzels. I say, bastard, that ain't no menu. That's kid options. That ain't, I'm a grown ass man. That ain't gonna give me nothing but gas, but whatever. Whatever. Give me some peanuts. She leaned over and said, we out of peanuts. I said, what the hell is going on this Spirit airplane? Look, I had an attitude. Let me ask you something. Have you ever cursed in another language? I was like, le fuck is going That's French if you want to curse with some class. I was like, le fuck is going on this ghetto ass airplane. Whatever. Sanike, whatever. Bring me some pretzels. Right? She left. I was sitting there playing the game on my phone, and I knew she was coming back because the cart, it was one of the wheels was bigger than the other one, so it squeaked a little bit. So when she got to me, and I looked over, swear to God, this is the ghettoest shit I've ever seen in my life. She get to my row, tapped me on my shoulder, and stand over me and said, hey, hold your hand out real quick. I said, bitch. I had flabbergasted hand. I said, bitch, want no peanuts out your ragged hand, lady? Your thumbnail not even painted. You don't love the Lord. I don't want no peanuts out your ragged hand. You know, COVID is out, Corona, they got monkeypox and shit. COVID came back 2 times like a baby daddy. I don't want no peanuts out your... Want no peanuts out your ragged ass hand, lady? She gonna yell out, they barbecue. I said, oh shit, I ain't know. I ain't know you had barbecue, Sanike. Give me my goddamn peanuts. I'm in my goddamn seat eating them whole. I know this goddamn Spirit was ghetto. They had a go-kart on the back. I was like, I don't think that's supposed to be on this airplane. But in life, you just got to know who you are, right? I told my partner, I said, hey, bro, I need you to drop me off at the airport. He was like, cool. I said, no, listen to me. I'm going DFW, they terminals are retarded. You gotta be on point. He said, cool. Listen, some of your homeboys ain't as smart as you think they are, right? I tell Tony, I say, hey. I say, Tony, listen to me. I'm going Spirit. We need to get there on time. Tony say, cool. He pull up, the car smell like Newports. I didn't say nothing. Whatever, nigga. Come on. We get to the airport. Tony yell out some of the craziest shit I've ever heard. Tony yell out, damn! I say, what? He say, it was the reason my phone bill went sky high. I say, Tony, what are you talking about? He said, boy, you can read. Sprint got an airplane now. I said, what? You mean Spirit? Le fuck? Let me out this car, goddamn me. So your cousins ain't as smart as you think they are. Shit. I don't fly Spirit no more. I'm a little bougie myself. Sometimes you just gotta understand, like I'm sitting up here and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all are my cousins anyway. I don't give a damn. I'm high as hell. My edible done kicked in. Ooh, that edible is in full force right now. I didn't know it. Rod, the shit said 20 minutes. It felt like 10. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster right now. Trying not to fall off this little Home Depot pallet. I want to fall out this goddamn Home Depot pallet. Look, we was outside and I was sitting in the parking lot and I was like, man, Rod, I need some weed. And the little dude walked up out of nowhere and was like, yeah, I got some weed. I was like, hey, yeah, like a good neighbor. Weed man was there. Shit, he had a red shirt on. I don't know where he at. Oh, shit, there you go. I appreciate you. Yeah, baby. Y'all make some noise for Sweet Dick Willie in the building. Ooh. I don't even know his name, man. That boy got some good ass weed. I knew it was some good weed because the name on the bag, right? He like, I got you. Pulled out a bag and the label on the weed was called I should have said, I got a joint out and shit. And, we smoking in the car and and my partner rolled it up so I smelled it. I said, ooh, boy, that's some good weed right there. Boy, let me hit that one time. And I hit it. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Because, proper weed etiquette is what? Puff, puff. Okay, the pastor and first lady knew that. But listen, nigga, puff, I got ready to pass the joint, and this one I knew I was high. I look in the rearview mirror. It's my arm. I'm the only person in the car. I said, hell no, ain't nobody behind me. Let me put this shit out. This nigga done sold me some cocaine or something. Oh, no cocaine, bitch. I want some regular weed. I didn't believe I was that goddamn high. Shit, I had to call the weed man back. I said, hell no, that nigga trying to Bill Cosby me right now. Let me call him right now. He said, hello? I said, hey, bro. Hey! He said, what? I said, nigga, I done lost my phone. I don't know where the fuck my... I knew he was high because he talking about, hey, I seen it when I was over there. I said, I know, it's the blue one. Look, I was in my hotel room the whole night looking for my phone, and then I used my flashlight. Like, nigga, I don't know where that goddamn phone is. I was looking under the bed and everything, nigga. That's how I knew I was high. This nigga gonna yell out, "Hey!" I say, "What?" He said, "You want me to click over and call it?" Yes! Click over and call my phone. Ugly ass boy. Ain't nobody supposed to have my phone, you son of a bitch. That's why I don't smoke weed no more. They don't count. But what I'm telling you is, I love the Lord. Don't worry about none of that. I don't smoke, but when you drink though, you gotta understand alcohol come out when it wanna come out. You know, people drink beer. That's cool. I'm a shot person. I like to get the party started right then. Like turn up. My partner called me and said, "Hey, bro, it's free to get in, and they got 99-cent drinks." I was like, "Oh shit." It's a terrible, great idea. I know. I had $10 in my pocket, so in my head, I'm balling like a bitch, right? I pull up like, yeah, run it. We at the bar, and listen, you don't really know you drunk until you know you drunk. I had I had 10 shots, Patron. I got up to like 7, and my partner was like, "You good?" And all I heard was, "You good?" I was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm good, man. Ain't worried about none of that." Listen, when you leave the club, it's a game. The game is to see if you can make it to the house drunk as you are. I've been winning for a lot. This one day I didn't win. Cause you ever been driving home, man, drunk, and you driving, and listen, and you just driving, and then you just go to sleep. Ain't that the best 16 seconds of sleep in your life? You just be in the car like, ride with me then, Jesus. Rock me in your bosom, baby Lord. You just be riding until the marching band come. You know what the marching band is? When your car need an alignment and that motherfucker, I'm up now, Jesus. I'm up now, Lord. Roll that window up. And there's always somebody in the back talking about, "Hey, you good?" No, nigga, I almost killed us all. I almost killed us all in that curve. We died back there a mile ago. Nigga, I killed us all. Hell no, we not good in this curve. That's why I don't drink no more. Listen, I was so drunk 2 weeks ago when I you thought I was gonna say a year? No, 2 weeks ago. I was so drunk when I like went to sleep. I woke up and I seen 2 Christmas trees like on the hood of my car and shit, right? She was in the car. Listen, I was driving and I was drunk as hell. And I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, I was like, ah! They was my air fresheners. I peed everywhere. It was my goddamn air fresheners. I was like, I need to change my life right now. I don't need to do this. Jesus, hold my hand right now. You gotta know sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know who you are. Like I just realized, Uncle Roy, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm a racist. You don't know you're a racist till you know. Listen, I'm a racist only because I don't like Chinese people language. Give a fuck. They not in here. Listen, Chinese people language is one sound. Whatever. Listen, give a shit. The fuck. I was on Westheimer. Went into the gas station. Walk up to the counter. First of all, let me tell you this is a secret. These kids nowadays have no respect for authority. There's a little dude in front of me. He was kind of tall. Maybe he was like 14. I don't know. But he was sagging. And his pants, like his drawers was showing. And I was like, I tried to be a good Samaritan. So I was like, "Hey, bro, listen, your pants, pull your pants up. We got black women behind us." He turned around and said, "Man, shut up." I said, oh shit, these niggas crazy over here. I was like, look, player, I'm gonna be real with you. You need some guidance. He turned around and said, look, what you need to do is act like Stevie Wonder. Like you ain't seen nothing. I was like, nigga, what you need is a ass whooping, belt to ass. And he turned around and showed me a gun. I said, oh shit. Very superstitious. Writings on the wall. I said, nigga, y'all need cameras. I ain't fucking with these little kids no more. In life, you just gotta understand. So shit. We sitting on the corner, and I'm in the corner store with these people, and I say, hey, excuse me, Ling Ling. That was messy. She was Chinese. I shouldn't have said that. Ling Ling, let me get 2 cigarillos. She got ready to ring the cigarillo, but the machine didn't accept it. She said, boom, 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 boom. She said, oh, let me ask mommy how y'all. I was like, whatever, lady, do your thing. She went to the corner and said, single. Xing liang yong bong dang bong dang ya ding liao ya. Whatever. Shit sounded like, hey, how much are these cigarillos? I didn't say nothing. Till the manager get to the window, he walk up with an attitude. He get to the window and was like, ah. Ho. No, that's what they do in the movies. Ho. Xing lei á, công bông đang gọi á, Nicki Minaj, tung tung lei á, ching dong ya wa, bing ya wa, ing dong go bang dong bang one. Later walked back to the window and said, he said 99 cents. I said, hell no. Hell no. All that shit wasn't 99 cents. That nigga said something about my mama in Chinese or something, bitch. I'm ready to fight, ugly ass boy. You gotta watch them Chinese people. Took my mama to go get her foots done. Foots, because this 1 foot, this is 2 foot, this is foots. So listen, I can't educate you. Come on now, ICDC college. I took my mama to get her foots done. They did her feet. I said, Mama, you good? I'm finna pay. She said, wait, they put too much acrylic. What is Okay, I'm on the edible. Listen, they put too much acrylic on my big toe. I say, cool. I say, excuse me, Ling Ling. Because they work at the gas station. And you smart, brother, in the red. I say, Ling Ling, my mom wants you. My mama say, hey, excuse me, they put too much acrylic on my big toe. Acrylic. You know, the Chinese people don't want to work hard. She was like, no. I like it, the bigger toe. The bigger toe looking good to me. I like it, the bigger toe. My mama said, bitch, I'm paying for this. Take some of this off my big toe. Here's the problem. You don't know Chinese saying the N word in Chinese until you heard it. Ling Ling said, okay, fine, no problem. I take some off of your big toe. Give me one more, man. You look at thirsty. Are you thirsty? Give me one more. Zing Li, Zung Le A, Kung Bong Dang Wei, Ya Bong Dang Gang Dong Nega, Tung Dong Cha, Yong Ye. Chong Le A, Nega, Kung Bang. What? No. I love you. No. Gotta watch your surroundings, man. Like shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I drove my mama car here tonight. My Tahoe got tags out. I got weed in the car and shit. I could drive my car. If I didn't drive my mama car, I never would have made it. Shit, I pull up. You know when you go to the gas stations and shit, and I don't know if anybody got expired license like me. Maybe you in the red shirt, but what I'm saying is, if you have expired license, you have to check your surroundings. Listen, when the police come in the gas station, they not being nice. They really running your license plate, right? So I was out there early today, and nigga, like 2 weeks ago, nigga ran my license plate, and I was like, oh shit. I was in a rush, but I wasn't in a rush that bad. I sat down and talked to Habib in the store, learned he got 2 kids in college and shit. But I left. I said, okay, the police gone. I see him leave. I get in the car and skirt. I get on the street and I see the police. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. This nigga bust a U-turn. I bust a U-turn. We were doing this for 6 minutes straight. You better have gas in your car, ugly ass boy. Police out here is retarded, man. You gotta watch. This nigga pulled me over and I feel like he was racist. Cause the police supposed to pull you over and hit the siren, and you pull over, right? Luckily, I travel with only enough weed that I can eat. So at this point, Pac-Man. You gotta have a drink and your weed. You eat it. I get to the police. I knew the police was racist because the way he hit his siren. This nigga get behind me, and I see him, and I look in the mirror. I said, "Oh shit, the police behind me." So like, I go into hood nigga, protocol. I got to put the pistol over her so he can see it when the door open. I got to get the weed and put it over her and explain why my tags is out. I got it all together now, right? He get behind me, racist as hell by the way he did his siren. You supposed to go, wee. This nigga behind me talking about, weep, whoop, weep, whoop, whoop, weep, weep, whoop, weep. Hey, motherfucker, I heard you behind me. Trying to let everybody at McDonald's see me get pulled over. Sir, don't be childish, ugly ass boy. He get to my window, he races here. Let me tell you something. My window don't let down. I don't give a damn, right? That ain't nothing but Trump. Second of all, when he get to my window, he knock on my window and say, sir, license and registration. Let me ask you something. Right here, SWV. Have you ever been another race than you are tonight? You been white before? All the time. I like that. I was Mexican. Ooh, I was a Mexican that day. That nigga say, sir, license and registration. I looked at him and said, que no. Negrito que no. Viva la México, no mames, pinche pendejo. Negrito que no sabe. He said, sir, if we don't know who you are, we're going to have to take you to jail. I said, wait a minute, my nigga, wait a minute. You didn't say shit about jail, sir. Wait a minute. My name is Tony Foreman, goddamn it. I went to jail for child support. God damn. This nigga owe me money right now. I hate Tony. I don't even know who this nigga is, but I hate him. I hate him to death. I fucking hate him. That's what I'm saying, man. Shit, in life, you got to know who you are, right? I'm gonna tell you a secret. Like her right here. What's your name, darling? I said, what is your name? Amber. See, she little pretty, little cute, little young thing, right? Couldn't fool with her. Celebrity. I like cougars. Cougars come with, expertise and skills. Like her right here. What's your name? Huh? Le fuck? Hey, yeah, Nicole. Nicole, a grown ass woman. Let me tell you why. Nicole modest. I said, hey, Nicole, I'm leaving the club. I'm a little hungry. What you got to eat? Her as a grown woman to be like, yeah, I got a little something in there. I got some turkey legs in the oven. I did some asparagus earlier. I got some macaroni and cheese. I did some chicken tetrazzini in there. I got some baked chicken in there. I did some pork chops earlier today. I got some potato salad in there. I got some macaroni and cheese on the stove. I did some black eyed peas in there. Look, I got some asparagus 2 times with some bacon. But you got good lubies over there. Here I come. I love a grown ass woman. Can't date no young chicks nowadays. Date her right now. Hey, boo, I'm leaving the club. What you got? She'll be like, it's some pizza rolls in there. You be like, oh, no goddamn pizza roll. I was dating this lady. I mean, look, we was in church in Dallas, right? And I like cougars. And this older cougar, her name was Miss Betty Jean, right? Miss Betty Jean walked up on me and said, young man, you done got tall. I said, thank you, Miss Betty Jean. I appreciate that, you know. She said, and as a young man, I didn't know she was flirting with me until I knew she was flirting with me. She said, listen, my house just right up the street. I was like, the fuck? What you telling me for? Whatever. Then she said, if you come over there, you can pop that hood and play with that alternator. I said, shit, won't he do it? Get over there, park, put her in her wheelchair. put Miss Betty Jean in her wheelchair and rolled her to her bed. And Miss Betty Jean said, young man, I want you to sing me a song, get this fire started. I said, hey, yo, Miss Betty Jean. What you want? You want like a little Isley Brothers? You want a little Lou Rawls? You know, want some R. Kelly or something? You know, the fuck. Sir, with your knees at? I see how you look when I said R. Kelly. If I can be honest with y'all, we love R. Kelly. We love R. Kelly. We don't like Robert. Free R. Kelly. You can keep Robert. Miss Betty Jean said, young man, ooh, want you to sing me some Maxwell, daddy. And I said, you know, you pastor, you know Maxwell, he way up there. I said, Miss Betty Jean, I can't do no Maxwell. You know, she said, young man, tonight I'ma bring it at you. I said, well, bitch, do you? Miss Betty Jean warmed her hands up and started playing in my hair. I said, yo. She started kissing on my chest and shit. I said, bitch, show out. She got a little past my belly button. And I was like, okay then, yeah. You know, I got a little length on me. So I was like, I'm a foreman. That's just for her. But listen, what I'm saying is, I was like, And she ended up saying, oh, you trying to show out, ain't you, young man? Let me take my teeth out. I said, ooh. Ooh, shit. Listen, she turned my body into one of them little things at the car dealership. I was like, ooh. I said, hey, slow down. And she said, I said, ooh. Woo, 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 woo. Nigga, we still go together. Fuck y'all. I rearranged all her vegetables in her pantry. I love Miss Betty Jean. She got AARP. I got a dental plan. Look at that. Hey, yeah. She fixed all that. I didn't even know I had a cavity till she was like, young man, come here. Let me look in there. You know, when you hear that young man, it's special. She ended up saying, hey, listen, I'm going to have a little get together at my house. I want y'all to come over there. You know, we cooking. I said, okay, that's cool. When is she like, oh, Saturday. So listen, this is what I want you to know. Everybody is not as smart as you think they are. I get to Miss Betty Jean house, and that's a smoker's cough. Listen, I get to Miss Betty Jean's house and walk in. I thought they was it was a group of black people at a table, and I thought they were playing, dominoes. They wasn't. Smokers cough, and I thought they was playing, spades, but they wasn't. These Negroes was playing Scrabble. Pastor, if you can reach me that right there in that seat right there in this little Randall Center chair, see that right there? Yeah, they both high. Get, he didn't even hear. Sir, I asked you to bring me them. Light skinned people got their own agenda. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Y'all make some noise for his Timu shirt. I know a Timu shirt when I see it. Listen, I went to Miss Betty Jean house and they was playing Scrabble, right? Now, black people, we don't play Scrabble. Because Scrabble, Scrabbles require you to at least know how to spell. Her cousin put this word down right here. I said, hey, bruh, hey, it's not a word. He said, yes, it is. I use it in a sentence. I didn't know if I was going to get the turkey or the ham. Fuck it. I got both of them. I said, hell no. Help him, Jesus. Listen, clitoris, put this word down right here. I said, hey, that's a good word. You think of bell bottoms and shit. I said, clitoris, use your word in the sentence. She said with a straight face, girl, y'all said it was cold over here, but didn't tell me it was going to be this cold. I said, hell no. Uh-oh, it's a hill. Listen. It's a hill of her. Listen. Her brother, Jaquarius, put this word down. I say, oh, Jaquarius, that's a good word. You think of Tylenol. Jaquarius can't mess this word up. Hey, brother, use your word in a sentence. He said with a straight face, hey, don't pick us up where you dropped us off. Pick us up at the same place you met us in. I said, hell no. Hell no. Tony, put this word down. I say, okay, Tony, that's an NBA player. That's a good word. I say, Tony, use your word in the sentence. He said, hey, use boric acid. That should kill most of the roaches in the house. I said, hell no. Asia, put this word down. I said, okay, Asia, that's a real word. You done seen this word. You think of like Uber or limo driver or something. Asia, use your word in the sentence. She said, cool. She said, hey, you remember Rod won $3 million 6 years ago? I said, yeah. She said, look at his ass now. He ain't got shit to show for it. I said, hell no. Hell no. Tinker, put this word down. I say, okay, Tinker, that's a good word right there. We all seen that word at a funeral or something. Tinker, use your word in the sentence. Tinker said with a straight face. Keisha keep asking me how my man doing, and I told her, oh, bitch, you worry about the wrong. Oh, bitch, you worry about the wrong thing. Somebody gonna be at a funeral and they gonna pass that obituary down. You gonna go, obituary. Whatever. I'm up here, poo. Listen, I done got paid in food stamps already. Y'all ain't gotta laugh. Anyway, Appreciate y'all coming out. First of all, let me say it's no fans in here. This is all family right here. Hey, let me get y'all on here. I appreciate all my family right here, right here. Boo, boo, boo. My two fans right there. They them team celebrity right there. But right here, that's my weed man in the back. And right here, that's my security right here. Uncle Roy, that's my rich uncle right here. That right here, she's the stylist right here. And these three right here think they cool as hell, man. They cool as hell, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, man. I love y'all to death. And with that being said, I'm just a celebrity of the show. I'm just a celebrity that you know. Holla at me.
Dipped on lit better, crossed over 45. Head to Pleasant Grove, but some call it Roadside. Dipped on Loop 12, had about 4 G's. Then I hit up Omar for some dubs.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for celebrity the comedian, please. It's always a pleasure to support and have our brothers here tonight, man. Shout out to Dallas Prince of Comedy one more time. He is in the building. If you didn't know already, the place that you are in is all black owned. Clap for that. Our prestigious owner in the back, LP. He humble as hell. Wave your hand, LP, back there. LP, making it happen, man, executing the vision and helping us as young creatives and content creators and comedians. If you have a podcast idea, say you have a book, let's say you have an idea for a show. We have a 20,000 square foot studio here, state of the art, capable of capturing your TED talk, your product launch, your baby shower, your business endeavor, a book launch. Let's say you want to have a podcast. Let's say you'd like to capture your family and capture them on camera and interview them and put them into your family archives. You got a bachelorette party. We do it all right here. Check out The Hive. Go ahead and go on thehive.com. Make sure you check it out at The Hive HTX. We have live comedy right here in our very own. Give it up for the Honeycomb Comedy Club making its premiere appearance, bringing you the best and brightest from around the country and around the globe. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my complete pleasure with you tonight. My name is Billy Sorrells. We will be here Wednesday, starting August 1st. We have shows Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night. We also have a subscription-based model where you can subscribe, pay one time for the month, and come as much as you want. That's right. You can come as much as you want. Come as much as you want. See, y'all don't get satisfied when I say come. When they see they come as much as you could come sometimes then. Come around. We love y'all. Good night. Thank you.